I would have, but
Nah, not even a little bit.
no, but that's the thing. Like, it's just it's a new concept, the 5 episodes at a time, and people just binge watch it, and that's just how it is. So maybe next time we'll do 5 episodes at once. Where we don't even like watch, like we don't even just do like an episode for each podcast for each episode. We'll just do like five into one. Because like sometimes it works that way. Maybe we can give you like a 4 or 5 hour podcast instead of like or who
Goddamn,
knows.
dude.
We'll figure it out.
Who
That's not
got
a big
time for
deal.
that?
I got time for that, EJ. We got time for that.
No, the fuck we don't.
Yes, we do.
That's a
We always
5 hour
do.
podcast. No,
Yes, we do. Yes, yes.
nope. I'm putting my foot down, dude. Absolutely not.
And if anybody else has more suggestions to what shows we should cover on top of what we're already covering, let us know. We'll gladly do it. Why the hell not? All right. Today's episode, EJ. Love is Blind, Season 2, Episode 6. My goodness.
Oh, back to reality, ladies and gentlemen. It was something.
That's a good way to put it. You know
It
what?
was something.
This episode actually got me more riled up than the actual title. Like, I completely ignored the title of the episode.
Back to reality.
Yeah.
However do you want me? However do you need me? That song's so dope. They just made me think of that song. That's why I had to listen to it earlier before we started recording.
Oh, I was thinking of Eminem.
Soda, shout out to Soda Soul. That was a good song, huh?
I was thinking of Eminem.
What's the fuck's the song? Lose Yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snaps back to reality. Oh, there goes Rabbit. No, he
See?
goes. I don't remember it.
See,
But I just remember that one.
you need to know that song. That song is greatness. Like, see, this is another one of the things about Black culture you have to know.
I think I know enough.
All Black people know that song, but most people don't know who actually sing the song, but they know the song.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to know the song.
I will send me the link and I'll listen to it.
All right, write that down.
All right. It's being added to the list.
So, truth about the title, I do like it. I like the double entendre to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're getting back home and like shit's getting real, and then on top of that, you know, it's a reality show.
Right.
So I think that was a good double entendre right there.
See, again, I wasn't even thinking about the title that much because of the episode itself. I was like more fired up about that.
Yeah, we had some shit in here. We had some drama. We had some villains, right?
Some villains who think they're not villains, but I'm like,
you're a whole villain.
You're a whole fucking villain.
Yeah.
Like, it's just what it is.
Yeah, man.
So let's start this episode. Of course, there's 21 days until the wedding, and things open up with Natalie and Shane. She learned that during this whole process, she learned that she is very, very stubborn. And he's like, yeah, no, I knew that. She's like, really? He's like, yeah, no, that's kind of like a thing that I noticed at first. She's like, wow, I never knew that. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, you stubborn as fuck, girl. That's pretty much what it was. Like, just letting her know, right?
And apparently they do get into like a couple of fights here and there, but nothing bad. And other than that, they just think the relationship is pretty much perfect.
I like them. Like, dude, nobody, like if we did a draft, like, because right now, I think they winning.
I would say so, yeah.
These two, like right now, I think they winning. Like when we first met Shane, did you think for a goddamn second that he would be half of a successful relationship? Real talk, did you?
I thought Habib. Habib. Is it Habib? Yes, Habib. And even what was his name?
No, his name wasn't Habib. I know you're talking about, but his name wasn't Habib though.
It was.
Which one?
Habib.
The stocky Middle Eastern dude?
Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure I wrote it down somewhere.
Well, you wrote it down wrong if you said Habib. It's something else. Because Habib would have been easy to remember. It was something I haven't really heard before.
I'm going to go with Habib.
All right, call him Habib. We know who we're talking about.
Yeah. We know exactly.
Yeah, if somebody knows who we're talking about, please correct us. That would be dope.
Yeah, and who was the other guy? There was the guy with the white hair, remember?
I
I think it was
Joey.
Joey. Joey,
Joey.
he was cool too.
Yeah.
So like I had more hopes for those guys. Like Shane and Shake. Honestly, I thought we're gonna be like, yeah, those guys are fucking jerks and just fuck boys. Get them out of here, you know. But they
And I
fucking
must say, both
turn
of them are
around.
kind of stepping up.
Yeah, they really are.
Both of them are kind of stepping up. Respect. Okay, way to throw a curveball, Netflix.
It's not bad at all. But I also have to say, EJ, that it is very interesting to see him as like the lead guy, you know, because he's in the middle of the drama right now, and I was not expecting him. So yes, so whatever, they're not perfect, and you know, at one point Shane is just like, listen, just be whatever you want to be, do whatever you want to do. Just promise me you'll never ever fucking leave me. She's like, okay, all right,
Deal.
that sounds good. Let's shake on it. They call each other the best friends because that's how they see. And then they talk about the wedding. And Natalie's like, yes, so I want to do this. We're gonna have a nice wedding. We'll have invite everybody. And Shane is like, no, yeah, that's all fucking sweet. That's all nice and dandy. They're just beautiful. I love your ideas are great. I just have one small request.
What does this man want?
This man wants to wear a tuxedo with a cape. Now,
Let him do it.
Now you're probably saying like, okay, can you elaborate? He goes, yes, like a lord from
Like an English
England.
lord.
Which I'm like,
I
what
was
does
like,
that mean?
an English lord. Like he wanted a tuxedo cape. I say let the man have a fucking tuxedo cape. If that's all he wants.
But
It's
the
like,
look,
that's all I want. I only want that one thing, right? That's it. That's all he wants. He's a simple guy. Like, look, I just want a tuxedo cape. I don't give a fuck about nothing. You can have giraffes at the wedding. I don't give a fuck. I just want a tuxedo cape, okay?
that's not a simple request. A simple request is like, I'll just get a regular tux. This guy's like, I want to look like a lord.
Then let the man fucking look like one. It's his wedding too.
I can't judge. I was
Bro, if
wearing
he said,
tracksuit.
look, I want to wear, I only have one request that I have in my heart. I have to do this for my wedding. I want to wear bunny ears.
That's
Let the
weird.
man wear some fucking bunny ears.
That's weird though. That's a
Right?
weird thing.
Let him do his thing.
Fair enough. But the
So
look
shout
she
out to
gave
him. I hope, look, Shane, I hope you get your tuxedo cape. I really do. I'm rooting for you, bro. Get it.
the look that she gave him was like, you are a child.
But she knew that. She talked to him for like 3 weeks to a wall.
You'd figure that she'd be like, yeah, this is my choice. But no, she was very shocked at that request. So then they end up going back to her place and they talk about their music preferences. She says she's big into Tay Swift. And she's like, what about you? And he goes, oh, I like Celine Dion.
Man.
And I think everybody just went, what? What?
Hey, I can see it.
Like,
Look, I can see it because I can't see it. Like, that's where I'm at with Shane.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you think it's going to be, it's probably going to be something completely opposite of that. Because truth, like, just looking at him and how he like acts, what do you think would be his music of choice?
Oh, definitely like Skinner.
You think Leonard Skinner?
Yeah, I feel like he's the guy that goes, dude, Freebird's my shit. He just gives me like Skinner vibes.
Oh, I don't know. I think he would have wanted more party boy music.
Or you talking like what is it called? EDM or some shit like that?
Something to that effect, yeah.
Like, bro,
not
you
so
gotta
much.
listen to this beat drop.
No, not that. Like, I don't know. More of like, I don't know, just maybe that is it. I don't know. Like in my head, it's like shot. Like I hear that song in my head, and I could see like Shane turning up to that type of music.
Turn up for what?
Yeah, like shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I see him. I can see that, but that doesn't make sense. So what do I say? Go opposite of what you think. Boom, Celine Dion. That's where you land up. Boom. Right there.
He did it. So then they talk about, they sit down, they have a nice conversation, and she's like, yeah, so like, what do you think? You think you'll be happy here? He's like, I it's a perfect place for you, and it would be a perfect place for me. But I honestly think that we need more rooms, because like if you work from home and I work from home and we only have one room, like it's gonna be very, very difficult to like get around. Like I get it. So I was like, yeah, they should definitely get a bigger place. And then she's like, yeah, and also we need to, we need to look into our finances, because like for example, like what's like the biggest thing that you spend money on? And he's like, dude, I spend like $2,000 on food like a month. And she's like, excuse
Before
me?
by himself.
Yeah, I was like, what? That's like a family
It's a
takes it.
whole family, dude. I almost look.
That's like a
Okay,
family of five.
our food, like, because it's three kids here. It's three cats, two dogs, two bearded dragons in this fucking house, right? And two adults. It's a lot of
Yeah,
people in this house. Um, I think we're up over a grand, but definitely not 2,000.
that's
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
dude, that's like Uber Eats constantly dropping by your
Like three
house.
times a day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like you wake up and you go Uber Eats, and you're like, "What's for lunch?" Uber Eats.
yeah.
I need dinner. Uber Eats, and then you do that every day, dude. Dude, that's a lot.
He had to be making that up. That had to be wrong.
Yeah, I bet he spends like $800 because like we are bad when it comes to takeout or like delivery. We are
Hmm.
bad here. It's not. We
You and Jenna
usually just
are?
waste. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We waste a lot of money like that. But we've been not. We've been kind of like good about it this past couple of months, and you see the difference. You definitely see the difference. So
Oh
um.
no, ours is not that bad because, like, me and Nick, we like to have throwdowns in the kitchen. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Throw
Yeah.
some music on and just throw down. And then we sit down to eat. We love it, and the kids complain about it, and we go to bed. Like that's how it goes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that bothered her was how his finances. Well, it's kind of staying on topic. Uh, he doesn't have a 401k. He's like, I don't believe in it. I'm kind of a risk taker, and she was literally like appalled by this information. Like she was just like, this is insane. It's like when you like for some like to make it more relatable to somebody like me and you, it would be like if I go, EJ, what do you mean you don't have shirts at your house? Like everybody should have shirts. And you're like, we don't believe in them. We're risk takers.
Yeah.
Nobody here
Fuck
wears shirts.
shirts.
And I'm like, well, that's insane. You should wear shirts. They're nice, they're comfy, they keep you warm sometimes. And you're like, nah, fuck shirts. It was kind of like with that, like that was like her phase when she was like, I just don't believe this. This is crazy.
But she admires it.
But she does.
She does. She's like, I mean, and her reasoning makes sense. Like this is just stuff like he's all about taking risks, and I'm afraid to take anti risks,
Mm,
right?
mhm,
So
mhm,
I think there's a balance there that is probably good for both of them. Because I mean, not get to a point where you're all like reckless like Shane, but meet him somewhere in the middle,
mhm.
and you guys can still be successful. And she probably doesn't sit there and worry about all of that stuff.
That's a good
Because
point.
you know what I mean? Like Shane seems to have no worries outside of somebody thinking he's pretty.
Mhm.
None. He don't give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like he's a douchebag. He will be a great guy to you. Just telling me pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Nice teeth.
Yeah, that's what we've learned about Shane. That's all he needs to be is pretty.
Just tell me I'm pretty, please.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shame.
Hmm.
So, yes, after this, they had a pretty good episode other than this, and
Yeah, they
I
was
think,
cooking this episode.
but I think they're definitely gonna have more troubles in the future
Oh yeah, it's
when
gonna
when
happen.
it comes to finances. I think
Yeah.
because again, Jen and I are kind of like in the same position where she's more responsible. Like she had more of a financial situation, more it was more secure. Where mine was like, okay, I'm just making all this money, and then it just goes into whatever I need, and then I don't really like put it away or save it. I'm just kind of like throwing it back into into society.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "What do you want? No, you need a savings account. You can't live like that, you fucking animal." And I was like, "All right,
It
whatever."
is, that shit is hard, man, because even me growing up, like, and it's showing up so bad in my adult life now that I've never been taught financial literacy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm just now starting to like educate myself on it. I'm getting better, but financial literacy, I ain't know there's a thing. Like you got money or you don't got money. That's it. You know
That's
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Do you
Pretty
got
much.
some money or not? You got some money, you doing all right. Live your life.
That's true. That's true. Um. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it for them until later on where the couples meet. But we're gonna take a
Yeah,
couple more
well,
couple.
yeah, we'll get to
So
them.
EJ, why don't we move it along? Why don't we go with Deep Tea and Shake?
All right, on the be shaking Deeps. Let's go. All right, so they eating sushi, and Deeps is saying her mom's gonna be excited because she feels like her mama manifested
Oh,
Shake.
dude, I don't know about you, but that just like I felt choked when I heard that. You know what I mean? Like
Did you?
suffocated. Like, like if I feel like that for Shake because like all she's been talking about is I can't wait to make babies with you. I can't wait to fucking wake up in the morning and smile at you the first thing in the morning when I see you. I can't wait for us to fucking, split bills and be together forever. And he's just like, "Yep,
You know this
cool."
means no more blind white poom poom for you, right? You know that, right?
That's it. Yeah, you had a fair share. Now it's time to settle down.
Hmm.
But yeah, dude, I felt I literally felt suffocated when she said that.
I will say this about Deep T though, like as and I think she's dope. I think she's a really good look for him.
Hmm.
But I really do feel like she's heaping the responsibilities on him really fast. Does that make sense? He's like they met each other, they got engaged, like more over than even knowing each other. "Yeah, I can't wait to have babies with you," and like she's it's kind of like the ant and the grasshopper thing. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Like you have the one that just wants to have fun and get to enjoy life, and then there's the one who's just planning and everything.
Hmm.
And so hold on. So you're getting now the Shake is he's under pressure. And that's probably what you were seeing the other day, because I was like, yo, he must be turning back into a douche.
Yeah, yeah,
I
he
mean,
definitely.
that's originally what I had thought.
Yeah, like he flirts with that, going back and forth, back and forth. That's how I feel, at least.
Yeah, and then you see him actually trying to do well.
Hmm.
Yo, I hear a fucking echo and it's driving me crazy.
Oh, that's all right, EJ. We'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. Technical difficulties always happen.
All right.
But I will say this though. I we got to meet. I want to say Gayatri and Venkateswar.
Yeah. How'd you
Uh,
feel about the sushi argument? How'd you just gloss over that?
oh, so sorry about that.
Yeah,
I forgot
how
about
how
the
could you
sushi.
just gloss over the sushi argument?
Well,
Because this is one of those instances where Shake is absolutely right, and
and he
poo
had to
poo on
prove it.
Deepty for getting it wrong.
Yeah,
And she's like, the wasabi ain't the palate cleanser. That shit hurt. Wasabi hurt if you do it wrong, right?
dude. If you just do wasabi, it's like you shouldn't be eating just wasabi by itself. By the way,
Yeah,
that's too much.
too much muscle,
Yeah,
man.
that's
And
crazy.
so they Google it, and so they made a bet. It's like Shake is like, look, you come on, you can't be this damn stupid. Let's go. I'm betting you. All right, the loser has to plan a fun date. And he's like, which means, and he knew before he even picked up his phone, he was like, yeah, she ought to be planning some shit. I can put
Yeah.
my feet up. and goes on there and is like, yes, the ginger is the palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so we'll probably see whatever that date was. So we got to give her a grade on it to see if it was really good.
Okay.
All right, I think she'll nail it though.
I think she will. I honestly think she will. I think like
Deepty's nice with it.
yeah, I feel like she's gonna arrange something really cool, like something that had to do with like animals too, so that he can be like super involved because he's a vet.
Yeah, man. And
So
I'll go ahead. We'll get into the parents now because they head
yeah.
over to Deepty's parents' house, and they pull up, and he's just hoping he makes Deepty proud because, like I said, he's getting all of this responsibility, all of these lofty expectations put on him,
Mm-hmm.
and he was DJing EDM right before he got to the pods. He probably had a going away party. He probably turned up. He probably banged the blonde chick, right?
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's in the pods and he leaves the pods and he's like, yo, I'm getting married to this woman.
In 17 days.
Yeah, I'm going to meet her mama right now.
Yeah.
And her mama manifested me.
Yeah. And
Yo,
and it's a big deal too. Like it's not
yeah.
just like if like me or you were to bring a girl back home and be like, Mom, Dad, meet this person, right? Like, because then your parents would be like, all right, whatever. But like in their
Mm.
culture, it's like this is your husband, right? That's what you're saying. Like this is why he's here because this is your husband. Like there's no other unless he's a friend.
Yeah.
He's got to be a husband. That's it. There's no like, oh, they're gonna break up in 2 years or 3. No, this is your forever.
Yep. And then they walk up to the door and their parents open the door. And I'm gonna try to get their names right out of respect. If I fuck it up, I won't say them again. They're mom and dad from here forward. Mama Deeps and Papa Deeps. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gayatri and Venkateswar. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's the best answer I got. But those are Deepty's parents, and they seem like super nice people.
Oh yeah,
They did. Like the mom, her smile was so cute. Like Deepty got a cute mama, dude.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Easy.
yeah, she cute. And mom says that Deeps was always against arranged marriage, and this whole experiment is like it's kind of like arranged marriage. You know that, right? And
In a way, yeah.
yeah, and she says she understands. Like she actually gets how like somebody could feel this way after being in the pods with each other. Because these parents are deep, no pun intended, right? It's like, you know what I mean? In the pods, you can only see the person you're forming a connection with your heart.
Oh.
Shout out to Mama Deeps, dude.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
And everybody in the house was surprised that she brought home a brown dude. And
you mean the sisters were surprised?
no, everybody was. I mean,
The parents probably didn't know.
the parents was thanking the Lord, I'm sure.
Well, no. I mean, like the parents, like they don't really know about her dating white dudes.
No?
No,
Oh, shit, they don't, huh?
I think she kept it secret. She actually, I remember her saying something like that, like saying like, "Oh yeah, there were some aspects of my life that I keep private," but she definitely got to talk to her sisters. So the sisters were probably like,
But here's what I'm saying. Like, I
"Oh,
can't imagine just because, I mean, they're not like her parents are old, but they probably have like some sort of social media. So they probably see what she's posting. Or they probably like, hey, what you about to get into? Oh, about to go out with my boyfriend that I've been with for 6 years that you're never gonna meet, right?
because he's
Like
white."
they had to know like that the dude, and maybe they asked questions about the dude, but it's like, yeah, I ain't trying to bring him around because I ain't trying to marry him. Because from what they said is that in Indian culture, you only bring home the motherfucker you trying to marry because Indian parents they got time for temporary people.
Mhm.
They got time for the permanent ones.
Mhm.
So I don't know, man. I think that the parents knew about it. Like, there's no way that her parents don't know nothing about any dude she dated. They just never met them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like when she brings
Right.
them home, that's serious. But to see pictures of them, because
Yeah.
you think for a second that mama ain't like gossip with Deepty about boyfriends and whatever.
I mean,
It's like, oh,
she
show me this
probably
new
cried.
boyfriend of yours.
She probably tried because Indians moms are a different level, dude. They're a different level. They're way more strict than black moms or brown moms or white moms. Like they're in their own category of their own. And I can you can literally see the fear in Deep T's eyes when she was like, "Yeah, I can't tell my parents that I dated a bunch of white dudes." So
Didn't it like we'll get to like didn't it get mentioned at dinner? Am I making that up?
what, does she date a white dude?
First brown kiss and all of that stuff.
You know what? I think she said it to us, like in a talking head. I don't think she
Hmm.
like made it public, because like again, you can't be fucking around with that kind of stuff with your because like I know of people that are like they date that they're from like they have a Indian background and they date outside of their whatever, and they've been in relationships the last 1 or 2 years, and because the parents want to like marry them to another family, they have to end that relationship. Like that is how
Shit.
fucking extreme is. So I highly doubt that she told her parents, "Hey, I did a bunch of white dudes." So, but I'm pretty sure
But
again,
she
the
was saying
sisters
she
definitely.
told them like mom actually came out and said though that Deeps was like against arranged marriages. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think it was a whole secret. I think they talked about it, but it's like, don't you bring that motherfucker here unless you're serious about him. Because she even said, well,
Mm, fair.
she said after the whole manifesting thing, right? And she didn't want to seem like she was being too racist.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And she was like, I just want Deepti to be happy. It's like, thank God you're brown though.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Yeah. And then mama asked, is like, yo, y'all ready to do this? This marriage we talking about. And he's like, look, it's scary, ma'am. I tell you, it's fucking scary. But Deepti is the dopest woman I've ever met in my life. Okay. And well, he didn't say he was excited about doing it. I think he's still shook. And it's just you're heaping a lot on the man's shoulders. And on top of all of this, he's opening a animal hospital. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what I mean? He
that's
gonna have his DJing gigs. I don't think he's just gonna get out the game, right?
true. True.
And then he just got Deeps to put on his shoulder.
Yeah,
Like it's a lot. And then she talking about kids and shit.
it's a
Like I
lot.
don't know how to take care of. I can take care of like cats and shit. I can take care of a cat or a dog. Kids is some different shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And they all sit down to eat, and Shake asks him a good question. It's like, look, how did mom and dad, how did y'all meet? And Gayatri, the mom, says that her grandma called her mom and was like, this dude is a great guy. Get Gayatri prettied up and let's get him married. And that's what happened. And then
Arranged marriage, baby.
yeah, and then shout out to Pops. Pops remembered everything down to the time they got married.
The
December
fucking
7th, I think 1986. And
yeah.
I can't remember the time off the top of my head, but shout out to him for that. See, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what marriages should look like a little bit. Like, obviously not the whole thing, but this type of bond that they obviously have. And then, I think this is good for Shake to see.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, the family seems tight and they seem like they're doing marriage right. And then mom starts talking about the dad and like, oh, look, he's always held me down. I've never had any like problem with him not being there. And she sheds a tear talking about how good of a husband she has. Like that's gonna burn into Shake's mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this: I think that's gonna be the thing that scares him off. There has been a bar set.
Yeah, I can definitely see
You know
that.
what I mean? Both in his
Yeah.
head and in Deepti's head. There's a bar set
Mm-hmm.
that probably seems impossible for him. Because you got to think about it. 2 weeks ago, he was like, "Is you fat?"
Yeah. Can I put you on my shoulders a
Yeah,
little
you
closer?
remember that was Shake a couple weeks ago. So I don't know. I think it was good for him to see it, and I don't know. Like I think you need to ease him up to that level that
Fair.
they were at. Like that's elite level.
Yeah.
You
No,
know what I
that,
mean? Like this is your first time picking up a basketball, And then you watching like Kobe play, and you're like, God damn, I ain't gonna never be able to do that shit, right? And so I don't know. I think he'll still go through with it, and I think he'll give it an honest effort. But that is always going to be in the back of his mind, whether he says so or not. He's going to always compare what him and Deepti have to what those two have.
Fair enough.
As will Deepti.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, EJ. Do you have anything else to add to them?
No, just he said he loved. This is the type of family he would love to marry into, and I hope he does because they dope.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I gotta say, overall, he knocked it out of the park. Shake had a very good performance, meaning the parents.
Can I give him one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And to everybody watching on the live now or in the future, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Remember, Patreon is only $1. Join us to hear the rest of this episode because believe me, it's about to get a lot more fun. This is what I think where the fucking this show kicks into third gear. Right?
Yeah. And who would have thought? Okay, we're on episode 6 now. Who would have thought that on episode 6, like, well, as me personally, like Shane